In this podcast episode, Robert Greene, a best-selling author and expert on power strategies, discusses the importance of understanding human nature and the need to develop skills in dealing with people. He emphasizes the significance of self-awareness and the ability to read others accurately in order to navigate relationships effectively. Greene highlights the importance of self-awareness in recognizing one's flaws and weaknesses. He suggests that by acknowledging and confronting these aspects of oneself, individuals can begin to make positive changes in their behavior and interactions with others. He emphasizes the need to look inward and examine one's own nature in order to gain a deeper understanding of oneself. Greene delves into the concept of the dark side of human nature, which he believes stems from childhood experiences. He explains that as individuals grow older, they often suppress their darker impulses and emotions, leading to a split in their personality. By acknowledging and accepting this dark side, individuals can learn to channel that energy into productive endeavors rather than allowing it to manifest in destructive ways. Greene discusses the idea of recreating oneself and breaking free from conventional identities. He encourages individuals to view themselves as artists, molding their own personalities, and to be willing to make significant changes in their lives when necessary. He emphasizes the importance of listening to one's own pain and frustration as a catalyst for change, even if it means stepping outside of one's comfort zone. In his book on the strategies of war, Greene explores the concept of creating a sense of urgency and desperation. He explains that a certain level of urgency and desperation can motivate individuals to take action and achieve their goals. By feeling a sense of necessity and pressure, individuals are more likely to push themselves to succeed and overcome obstacles. Greene addresses the fear of failure and the reluctance to embrace change. He suggests that individuals often hold themselves back by clinging to a sense of security and comfort, even if it means sacrificing their true desires and aspirations. He encourages people to take risks, step outside of their comfort zones, and embrace the unknown in order to pursue their passions and lead more fulfilling lives. Greene discusses the psychological impact of having a backup plan and how it can detract from one's commitment to a primary goal. He explains that having a plan B can diminish one's focus and dedication, leading to less successful outcomes. By eliminating backup plans and fully committing to a goal, individuals are more likely to invest their full energy and effort into achieving success. Greene talks about the concept of false purpose, where individuals may adopt a purpose that is not authentic to them, leading to dissatisfaction and lack of fulfillment. He highlights the significance of finding one's true purpose, which can bring clarity and direction to one's life. Greene delves into the idea that people are not born with a predetermined purpose, but must discover it through life experiences. He explains that individuals have a natural tendency to believe they are good, intelligent, and in control of their lives. By understanding these basic qualities in human nature, one can leverage them for influence and persuasion. Greene also discusses the role of envy in human interactions and how it can be used to create interest and engagement, particularly in marketing and publicity. Greene acknowledges that lying is a part of human nature and that individuals constantly engage in various forms of deception. He emphasizes the importance of being an actor in social situations, adapting one's behavior to different contexts and audiences. He explains that projecting strength and confidence can influence how others perceive and interact with you, ultimately shaping the outcomes of negotiations and relationships. Greene discusses the importance of reading nonverbal communication, such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. He explains that these cues can reveal a person's true intentions and emotions, providing valuable insights into their character. He highlights the significance of authenticity in nonverbal communication, as genuine smiles and gestures can convey trust, and sincerity. He also mentions the use of micro-expressions to detect subtle emotions and reactions in others. Greene emphasizes the contagious nature of people's energy and behavior, noting that individuals can influence each other in both positive and negative ways. He stresses the importance of surrounding oneself with the right group of people who can support and uplift them. He discusses the concept of infection, where individuals may initially appear interesting and engaging, but later reveal negative traits or behaviors. He advises being intentional about the company one keeps to avoid being influenced negatively. Greene delves into the concept of frenemies, individuals who befriend others out of envy and eventually sabotage them. These frenemies may appear friendly on the surface, but harbor negative feelings towards their friends. Greene advises listeners to be cautious of individuals who rush into friendships and exhibit manipulative behavior, as they may have ulterior motives driven by envy. The discussion also touches on the idea of equality and hierarchy in society. Greene acknowledges that while hierarchies are inherent in human nature, he believes in the potential for everyone to achieve greatness in their own unique way. He encourages individuals to embrace their individuality and pursue their passions, regardless of societal expectations or comparisons to others. He emphasizes the importance of finding fulfillment and purpose in one's endeavors, whether it be through personal achievements or simply being content with one's life choices. The awareness of mortality and the fleeting nature of life is a recurring theme in Greene's reflections. He shares personal experiences, such as surviving a stroke and coming close to death, which have heightened his awareness of his own mortality. He believes that this awareness can bring a sense of urgency and intensity to life, prompting individuals to appreciate the present moment and pursue their goals with purpose and passion. In his book, Mastery, Greene explores the concept of falling deeply in love and the transformative power of vulnerability in relationships. He encourages individuals to let go of their defenses and embrace the vulnerability that comes with deep emotional connections. Greene believes that true intimacy and connection can only be achieved when one is willing to be open and vulnerable with their partner. Dark thoughts and doubts are a common struggle for Greene, who admits to grappling with feelings of unworthiness and self-doubt. He shares that his dark thoughts often revolve around his own success, body image, and sense of purpose. Despite these challenges, he acknowledges the importance of talking himself out of negative thoughts and finding ways to overcome self-doubt. Greene talks about his upcoming book, The Sublime, which he had planned to write years ago but was delayed due to other projects. He explains how his stroke and near-death experience shifted his perspective and inspired him to finally write the book. He delves into the concept of the sublime, which is a kind of experience that is very hard to verbalize and goes outside of what we normally experience. He describes it as something that is larger than ourselves. He reflects on finding the sublime in everyday life and how his writing process has helped him cope with his health challenges. Greene discusses the importance of strategy in various aspects of life, including business and politics. He emphasizes the need for strategic thinking to navigate challenges effectively. He contrasts strategy with stupidity, highlighting the negative impact of not being strategic in decision-making. He shares insights on rising above emotions and impulsivity to make informed and calculated choices. Greene shares his thoughts on the current political landscape in the United States, noting the division and lack of loyalty within political parties. He emphasizes the importance of creating a vision and connecting with people emotionally in politics. He criticizes the focus on negativity and opposition in politics, calling for a shift towards articulating a positive vision for the future. He stresses the need for politicians to create a unifying myth or story that resonates with people across different backgrounds. Greene reflects on the events leading to his stroke. It all started with him burning himself out, which caused his blood pressure to rise. He forgot his medication for high blood pressure while going on a trip and got stung by a wasp while walking through a park. This resulted in unbearable inflammation and itching, for which he visited a doctor. The doctor decided to prescribe prednisone, which increased his blood pressure even further and eventually led to his stroke. He expresses forgiveness towards the circumstances and individuals involved. He acknowledges the role of chance events and the butterfly effect in shaping one's life. He discusses the Stoic philosophy of accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on how one reacts to challenges. He shares his journey of coming to terms with his health issues and finding peace with the unexpected events that unfolded. Greene reveals the challenges he faces in writing his upcoming book, The Sublime, due to his physical limitations post-stroke. He describes the slower writing process, which involves handwriting, dictation, and editing with one hand. Despite the obstacles, he finds inspiration in the slower pace, believing that it allows for a more thorough and thoughtful creation. He emphasizes the importance of enjoying the process and taking the time to craft a better end product.